UN agency warned that in 15 years, the global water deficit will only be meeting the 60% of the demand if countries do not change their current use of water. But in the words of this alarm, we recognize the utilitarian policy toward water as the main obstacle. It is our relationship with water as a resource that must change. Our collective idea of natural elements must change. And our Western paradigm of development. We are among the many things water can take form. Water makes up about 71% of Earth's surface. When we are born, our bodies are about 78% water. So, when recounting about water, we must recount at least that 78% of man that takes shape from that element. But who is man? If water is at one and the same time unity of life and infinite differentiation, man is himself a chance, a possibility of differentiating himself. Robert Pirsig, born in Minneapolis in 1928, with the novel Lila, an inquiry into morals, recounts a journey by water. He made an argument such as the interaction between intellectual and social models while writing a fiction novel. The journey of a man in his sailboat along Hudson River and toward the Atlantic Ocean in the company of a woman named Lila. Pirsig stated that the American personality is a blend of European and Native American values. The ethics that were replacing the old European Victorian ideals were the native moral principles: kindness to children, maximum freedom, love for simplicity, and, above all, affinity with nature. The deviation worked well in the beginning. The first generation was liberated intellectually. Then, problems began to emerge. In a complex technological society, in a linear, non-cyclical economy. But nothing can be good for mankind without being good for the planet. And in all human cultures, there is a flood catastrophe. From the Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh, that dates back nearly 5,000 years, to Piranesi and Andrea Memmo's vision of transforming an area of Padua inundated by water from a swampy and unhealthy place into a public square, to the rebirth of land on water in the Ojibwe culture. The palingenetic aspect of Pirsig's description of water, together with the catastrophe and genesis of Earth in American native culture, is at the core of a floating island project, a live extension of the Native American Museum on Mille Lacs. The floating island can be used as a treatment platform to clean water by removing organic substances without chemicals, as an environmental theater itinerant to the lake, and as a school for harvesting white rice. White rice, the food that grows on water, as the Ojibwe call it, essential to their spiritual and material well-being. The movable roof is evocative of a dream catcher, a primeval technology that acts positively in a person's or social group's psyche. A tensile structure with a rainwater collector. The nightmare to capture here is the privatization of water. The theatrical play performed on board has as its subject matter the next evolutionary step of our species, and he will in all probability be radically transhuman. Three characters in the play represent three cultural stages of mankind. The Ojibwe is a school tutor who knows how to build birch bark canoes and teaches the tradition of white rice harvesting and processing. The white male character is a student. The cyborg is an incorporeal and immortal being whose consciousness has been uploaded into a super-intelligent computer. The fourth character water, nature, never seems to intervene directly, but constitutes the background of everything.